The difference and gap between me and someone who says, I'm going to do YouTube, is that I had corporate training to be a creative services professional.
This is part 2 of the interview with Roberto Blake, where we looked at how much money you can make from YouTube in 2020. In part 1, Roberto spoke mainly about AdSense and which niches produce the most amount of revenue from the ads.
There are creators who make 1 million views and get $500 on 1 million views. People think big viral YouTubers will always make money, and it's not always true. Most of them rely solely on brand deals for their money. The AdSense doesn't do it.
So while Roberto only earned $31,000 in AdSense in 2019, he tripled his money through other incomes through his YouTube channel.
I uploaded 40% less content, but I only made 20% less money on the ads, but I made infinitely more money through affiliate marketing and through brand deals.
In this episode, we're going to look how brand deals, affiliate marketing, and sponsorship really boosts a YouTuber's revenue. This episode is sponsored by Quinergy, who are the experts in home boiler care and make landlord compliance easy. If you're a landlord, click the link in the description. Yes, that breakdown then. So that's what you made, 30,000. Some people say that that's a lot, that's decent money, but then you said you made a lot more money from other things. Is that? And I interviewed Miles Beckler about his affiliate marketing, and one thing that you're saying now, which also he said, was he treats it like a business. So he is a brand, he has a business mindset. His eggs aren't all in one basket. He takes his audience, has them on a mailing list. He's got his own website. So if YouTube goes down, or all of a sudden they change their rules, he can still generate money and still his business runs. Do you think that's something that, if you're serious about doing this, you have to do that or have that in your mind from the beginning?
I've taken the stance that everybody should be thinking about, in general, their exit. And I've especially aggressively taken the stance with all of the rampant unemployment now, that everyone should have multiple streams of income. Even if you want to keep a full-time job, I think you need a stream of income that you feel you have a little bit more control of, so you're not reduced to absolute zero and then having to start over and have anxiety. And it's the same thing for a YouTube content creator, because like market uncertainty is now everybody's reality. And that's terrifying. And I'm trying to help counsel people, especially people in my community. I'm trying to help them understand that you need multiple points of failure, and you need these things sometimes to be even separate. And I'm trying even to encourage YouTubers, do something outside of your niche that is skill-based and not entirely traffic, attention, and reputation-based, because the skills don't go away. Something else could happen with your reputation, or even not your reputation, the platform, your accounts. There are people being deplatformed. There are people that have a lot of anxiety of whether their content fits in YouTube's culture anymore or their policies anymore. So if a policy change happens that makes your content, even if you do things that are friendly, the COPPA, the Children's Online Protection Act, I think you heard about that. It hurt family-friendly content drastically. And that was not something YouTube wanted to do. That was something the government decided on. And so the platform was forced to react to regulation. So you have to look at those things, and you have to diversify. And you also need an exit strategy. I had a YouTuber reach out to me because she got hacked and someone stole her AdSense. She was making $17,000 a month in AdSense. They hacked her account and redirected her direct deposit to their bank. And it took almost 2 months for Google and YouTube to resolve it for her. So like 2 months. So she lost like $30,000+, and she was wondering if she's ever going to get access to this stuff back. What's she going to do? She had a degree. One of the things I talked to her about is like, well, you're a beauty influencer, and you were able to build this huge channel. You have a huge profile in Twitter and in Instagram. And then I walked her through her skills. I was like, okay, here's the worst case scenario. You're not going back to the job field that you got that degree in. You're walking in and becoming a marketing manager for one of the 12 brands in the beauty industry that you've worked with, and you're going to get a really good salary in the worst case scenario because you have the skills to outmarket anybody that's the head of influencer marketing for these 12 beauty brands right now. And you should know that. And my biggest concern is YouTubers think that their power is in their attention and traffic and their authority and their fame, and they pay no attention to the skills that got them there.
Hey, if you want Make Winnet to teach you more about this, you want Make Winnet to make more of this kind of video, make sure you comment below. And hey, make sure you hit the subscribe button
on Make Winnet's YouTube channel.
So going back to what you earned in 2019, then you said you made more money from affiliate links and brand deals. So put that together then. So how much more did you make from, so what you want, about $31,000 for your actual AdSense?
Now going to YouTube AdSense earnings and revenue, in 2019, I actually did $31,118.19 in YouTube ad revenue. When it comes to brand deals, I get, for certain types of sponsorships, which might be just a shout out or a mention or something like that, a range of $1,500 to $20,000 for a campaign.
What did you make from affiliate marketing?
So my single biggest affiliate is TubeBuddy, and I average, on a low month, it'd be $5,000 a month recurring with them, and $6,000 or more in a high month. And so I did with TubeBuddy about $70,000 last year, and we've shown it. We did a video on their YouTube channel because we wanted to talk about their partnership and their affiliate program. I'm a super affiliate with them at 50%, but their product starts at like $9 a month as software as a service to help YouTube content creators, and it's a productivity tool. And because it's recurring, and just because I've converted so much for them, that's why I'm at that. And that became truly passive maybe a year or two ago, because in the last 4 years, and we documented this with real time, like we scrolled so that people could see it's real, and it's like not just a screenshot, but it was about $200,000 in 4 years of being an affiliate with them cumulatively, and I average now $5,000 to $6,000 a month with them recurring. And because it's software as a service, as long as people are happy and use the service, that just stays in play. And because I have evergreen tutorial content that's constantly getting searched and viewed and ranks, the churn on that is very low, and the acquisition on that in terms of installs is very high, and even free installs that eventually convert to paid installs count toward my total. So I end up with about an average of about 100 new paying customers for the brand per month, and that's my single largest affiliate, and I have about roughly 18 different affiliates that I do.
What if I told you that the revenue from sponsorships and YouTube AdSense combined is less than I make on affiliate marketing alone? When I get rid of like even the smallest transactions out of that and I rounded it down, it came out to roughly $90,000 in affiliate marketing. And a lot of that is also monthly recurring revenue.
Yeah, and is that the most you've ever made in a year from doing this?
I think it was at the time. This year's projections are going to exceed that, which is what everyone would want.
And that's taking the pandemic into. So has the pandemic affected your earnings this year?
Well, yes and no, meaning that I maintained my normal threshold, but I saw that but I've actually increased in viewership, which means that proportionately it did. The baseline of what I make stayed the same, but since I outperformed, it means that I took a hit, meaning that if the market were normal, I would have made significantly more. So in a normal market, so maintaining, not being affected by it, means that under normal circumstances, I'd be doing better. So I would have went growth positive, but now I've maintained. But that's great because most people I know have taken 20, 30, and even 50% dips.
You've seen my channel. Is there anything that I'm doing that's glaringly wrong? Is there anything I could improve on?
Nothing is, here's the thing, very few people do anything glaringly wrong, Mike. Very few people. It's a matter of effectiveness on like a scale of 1 to 10. And so when I take a peek here, and one of the things I would say is, I think that strategically, something that you should look into is going back to the Contreprenuer formula, but applying it to individual specific niches or topics, and making a variant of that. Because also, again, the Contreprenuer formula is your most popular video. Here's what a lot of big YouTubers do that no one realizes. They go to the well of their top 12 or 20 best performers of all time and recycle and rehash that. If I wanted more views, because I'm like you in a way, is like, I make the videos that I know I want to make and that I kind of care about, but I already know how they're going to make money. So I'm not really as focused on that because I'm also really good on the money and I make money in other ways. And there are other things outside of YouTube that I do. YouTubers, in a lot of times when they get successful, they don't experiment anymore, or they do it rarely. They don't experiment anymore. They go back to the well of here's what performed. Here's what the viewers want. Here's what made me the most money. Here's what is my bread and butter. And they rinse and repeat, and then their content becomes formulaic. And the thing is, it doesn't become stale though, because YouTube doesn't care who your existing audience is. It cares who it can find that says that's the video for them. They don't find viewers for your video. They find videos to serve the interest of a viewer. So whenever the culture favors what you're doing, it'll find the new people who haven't seen that. And if you've been successful enough, YouTube says you have predictable traffic and predictable success. Promote you more. You keep people on this platform. Promote you more. So YouTubers feed the algorithm instead of their creativity. And that's where the toxicity and the burnout and people copying each other. And because small YouTubers see that, they're like, well, that's what I have to do. They don't understand that that person built that, and that also they probably are personality driven. And then by the time you're a name, if you become a name, the rules change.
So how much did YouTube pay me in 2019? Well, when we count AdSense, brand deals, the little bit of merchandise, and affiliate marketing, we get a grand total of $156,248.32.
For those of you that subscribe to the channel, you know that I've got the Get Rich or Die Buying series. As you'll see here, I'm going to be revealing exactly how much money I made from the Mike Winnet YouTube channel in my first year. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and check that video when it's released.